Hey everybody, I'm over in Savoy, Illinois, which is about 3 hours from home. So, with gas prices going up, I talked about I wanted to get a new daily driver. I was driving that VW minivan, and it's been a good van, hasn't given me any trouble, but it's getting about 24 miles per gallon on the highway. So wanted to find something that gets in the 30s miles per gallon on the highway. A little 4-cylinder 5-speed. So I decided to do the responsible thing and drive 3 hours from home and buy a 35-year-old vehicle that I really don't know a whole lot about, and try and drive it all the way home. So, and that's going to be my daily driver. So check this thing out. This is Saving Junk.
No, you're not bringing home another piece of junk.
Alright, so this is what we ended up with. 86 Pontiac Fiero. This is a 4-cylinder 5-speed version, just kind of a little stripper version. Seems to run real good. It's got a few little problems with it. Saw it on Marketplace and come over, test drive it. And it needs a few little things. The headliner's coming down, and I think it needs a tune-up. It's a little sputtery when you first start it. But nice little car. And I think this is going to make a fun little daily driver. It's going to take some getting used to from going daily driving a 2010 with all the creature comforts back to driving an 86. But hey, man, life is too short to drive boring cars. So anyway, my beautiful wife drove me over here. She's going to follow me home. Hopefully we're going to make it home without breaking down. So I thought I would take everybody along for the ride, and when we get home we'll check this thing out a little bit more. But clean little car, 137,000 miles on it. It's got its little quirks. The gas gauge isn't quite accurate, and the blower motor's making some noise, and I'm gonna have to fix the air conditioner. And like I said, the headliner's starting to come down, but I think it's cool. So okay, let's hit the road in this thing and see if she'll make it 3 hours and 15 minutes home without leaving me stranded. Alright, so I don't have a phone holder. We're just going to kind of prop this thing wherever it'll go, and let's see how this goes. Alright. Fired up. That's a good start. Whoops, that ain't a good start. Let's see what we got here. I always wanted to daily drive an old car to work. I drive about 45 minutes each way to work, to and from. And it's all highway driving, easy driving. But just kind of got to the point where I just wanted something fun. The old van was very reliable, comfortable, had all the creature comforts. But let's make driving to work an adventure. I hope I don't have that many years to work. I'm 55 and I'm hoping to go at 62. So instead of just waiting until the weekends to drive my fun cars, I'm just going to start driving them all the time. And if I break down, that's what AAA is for. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. feel of a 1986. Such a different feel than driving a newer car. But I'll tell you what, for the little Iron Duke 4-cylinder, this thing's got pretty good pep. Somehow we're going to do a tune-up on it. He said the air works when you got Freon in it, but it leaks, so we got to find that. I got to have it. You know, I work in an office, so I got to have air conditioning going to work. I can't show up to work all soaked with sweat. But all the components are there, so that shouldn't be too bad a fix. Headliner should be an easy fix. There's no cup holder in this thing. I don't know where I'm going to put my coffee. So, I got to figure that out. I got to put some kind of cup holder. Looks like right here behind the shifter was, I don't know, some kind of plate. Or, I don't know, maybe it was like power window switches when you had power windows in these. But maybe I could take that out and put cup holder there. But this thing's kind of fun, man. It's sporty. Definitely not going to be fast, but no biggie. You know. I think they weigh in at 2,500 and some odd pounds, and the little 4-cylinder has got 92 horsepower. So I'll tell you what, I drove those. A lot of those old 50s Mopars with the flathead 6 in them. Those are beautiful running motors, but those things had about, I think, anywhere from 85 to 100 horsepower in a pretty good sized car. So having that in this size car should be a lot better. Idle's pretty good. Temperature looks good. Oil pressure looks good. He said the gas gauge is like half. When you're full, you're way over full, and when you're between a half and a quarter, it's time to get gas. So beautiful country over here in Illinois. Zips along pretty good. I always like these little Fieros. From what I read, the first incarnation of them like this was basically the front suspension was all Chevette, and the whole rear motor transmission rear suspension was basically like the, I don't know, whatever was in there, the early incarnation of the I don't know, the Cavalier, the Celebrity, because it's the transverse mounted 2.5, and you open the back of this thing where the motor is, and it looks just like opening the hood of a front-wheel drive car. Other than the radiator's not there, and it's got the little cargo area, and I mean little cargo area behind the motor. Regular old TDI injection, easy to work on. So I'm thinking plugs, probably an O2 sensor. He put belts on it not long ago. Oil looks clean. I do plug wires and stuff. You know, run some fuel injector cleaner through it. Probably want to put a fuel pressure tap in it and check see if my fuel pressure is where it needs to be. I usually run about 15 pounds on these CBIs. The ones I had before, that you can tell when they start getting weak. Let's see, to Highway 57, I think I want to go that way. I don't have my map on because I'm on the phone. So I don't know if this is the way I came or not, but we're going to find out. I know I got to go Highway 57 check in with my wife, and then we'll fire this back up shortly. Okay, so we're on the highway, and it says I'm on Highway 57. It says I gotta go 71 miles on this, and called my wife. She's like, "Which way are you going? You took the wrong way." It's like, "No, we just took a different way. We didn't take the wrong way." So let's see how fast I'm going. 70 miles an hour here. Seems to be okay. Temp's good, oil pressure's good. Headliner, not so good. I would not be surprised if that thing ends up not attached to the car by the time we get home. It's kind of flopping everywhere. Easy fix though. But man, this thing's kind of fun. Alright, let's see if I can give you a little road shot. Alright, I'm trying to prop the phone up, but I got nothing to prop it on. I don't have a phone holder, so I'm holding it. Let's go along here a little bit, then what's going on? Nice, beautiful and flat over here in Illinois. I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is, but it seems like when I'm buying car parts or when I'm buying vehicles, I always seeing them end up way over here out in the middle of nowhere. Because people put this stuff on Marketplace, and it's like nobody wants to make the long drive over here to pick it up. So I always seem to get better deals on stuff if I'm willing to make a road trip over here. And Illinois is a beautiful place. You know, lots of farmland, nice and flat. Crazy about their governor, but that's another story. I'm sure there's some people out there that ain't too crazy about their governor. But I'll tell you what, we got a nice day for this trip. It's 79 degrees and sunny, which it was like 95 yesterday, so perfect day for driving a car with no air conditioning in it. Alright, so I'm going to shut this off a little bit and drive, and we'll pick this up a little bit later, see how the car is doing. But as for now, you can kind of see we're, you know, temp's good, oil's good, 68 miles an hour. We're running about 2,200 RPM, so that's cool. All right, so far so good. All right, so we're 1 hour into the trip. And so far so good. She's running good. All the vital signs look pretty good. 2 hours left to get home. My wife said I look cute going down the highway in it. So if that turns her on, that's a good deal. I would not want one of these with automatic. That would be like really boring. Oops. Is that first gear? No, I think I took off in third. I did. Gotta get used to the clutch again. Alright. So, we should be turning off 57 here in about 5 miles. Let me over. You know, they talk about these things being a little weak on power with the 4-cylinder. I think it's fine. I zipped right past a semi at between 80 and 85. It didn't have any trouble passing. You just got to get a little more gas when you take off from a stop. It's at 92 horsepower is not much starting horsepower, but you know, these little iron dude motors, they put these things in those Grumman mail trucks. They put about 1 million miles on those things. They are solid little motors. this thing is not happy at all. I mean, it is cutting out bad. You have like a long cut out, like the ignition drops out and then takes off again. I'm thinking either ignition module or coil is going bad on this thing. Well, the guy said he hadn't been driving it much, had been sitting a while. You know, for 2 hours solid we were doing fine, and then it kind of started acting up. So I'm planning on doing a full tune-up on this thing, and we'll address that stuff. I mean, when it's not doing that, the motor sounds fine, and the temperature's good, and your oil pressure's good, but it's progressively getting worse. I got about 30 minutes to get home, and I'm hoping I make it. And my phone is just about dead, so I may have to finish this video when I get home too. So, all right. So, Lord, please don't let me break down on this bridge. All right, we'll check. Look, there's another big cutout. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There it goes. Okay, I'll check back in shortly. All right, so thankfully we made it home in one piece, and I think that thing looks pretty sharp. So I don't know what the deal with the cutting out was. I think it felt like ignition dropping out. So let me see here. Let me find the key of this thing. Tech 4, pretty clean little engine compartment. So I'm thinking either the coil's bad or that distributor module's bad. You can see it's got different colored spark plug wires on here, so it's you know, hasn't been tuned up in a while. Not completely anyway. So anyway, I ordered some parts when I got home. We're going to, I'm going to put a thermostat in it. I'm going to change these hoses. I'm going to do a coil, the ignition module, cap rotor wires. I think I'm going to go ahead and do an oxygen sensor that looks like the original one. But I mean, really, she runs pretty smooth. So I think it's just you know, do a few of these detail things that you would have to do on an old vehicle, and of course change the oil, and hopefully that solves all the problems. I'm going to go ahead and fix the headliner in it, and I need to get the AC working. The guy said it would wouldn't hold a charge very long, so obviously we got a leak somewhere we're going to have to find. But I think it's going to make a fun little daily driver. It sure was a blast driving the thing on the highway. And we'll check all the, you know, check everything underneath, grease it, and make sure everything's, suspension's all tight and all that good stuff. And but yeah, I think it's cool. Leave a comment down at the bottom, let me know what you think. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I think on this one we will just say thank you, Lord, for getting me home and not leaving me stranded on the side of the road. We'll pick a good Bible verse for the next video. Okay, so we'll do some more videos on this. Maybe we'll show how we do the headliner, and after we do the tune-up, we'll take it back out and run it again, and see how it does. So, all right, so thanks for hanging along with me on this one, everybody.